Hello, grade 8s. How's it going? Welcome back to WorksheetCloud. I hope that you guys are having a fantastic morning or wherever it is in your day. Today we're going to do some poetry and I hope you're excited to learn something new or just to revise a poem. If you have a question during this lesson, please send us an email with it to grade8@worksheetcloud.com. As I said, today's lesson is on poetry. I hope that you guys are ready to learn. So with poetry, we need to know our figures of speech. We need to know what a simile, a metaphor, personification, alliteration, onomatopoeia, hyperbole, just kidding, hyperbole, and idioms. But some poets don't actually use too much of this. Some use a lot of it. So it's important to know when it's used, why they're using it, because they could ask you a question and they love to say, please explain the figure of speech used in line 2. And then you're going to say, it's a simile, it's comparing this to this, and the reason is because the poet wants us, or emphasizing the message that being a celebrity is not all that glitz and glamour. What did you say, ma'am? Celebrity? Yep. We're doing a poem called Celebrity. It's very short, it's very short lines, and quite simple to understand. And that's also why I quite like it. So I've got a couple of celebrities here. I just want to ask you the question, what does it mean to be a celebrity? Oh my goodness, I can hear you all going, it's the best, you're famous. You get to make your own music. Your music gets to play on the radio. You get to make a motion picture, a movie. You get to be on the big screen. Or you get to be a reality star. Because nowadays, people can be famous for just doing a reality show. Look at Justin Bieber. He was on YouTube. Now we also have influencers. So they're a celebrity. They're famous because they're on social media. So it has changed a lot. We used to know it as musicians and talk show hosts, actors. But there's so many, and so the whole thing is opened up because of social media and YouTube and people who are influencers. So if I asked you the question, would you want to be a celebrity? I've thought about it. I think when I was younger, no. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you on that. Why would we want to be a celebrity? I mean, if we look at them, okay? Look at them. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. They're successful. Everyone knows them. But do we really know? Do I really know Taylor Swift? No. Do I really know Beyonce? No. I know the image that she portrays. And just imagine this. Imagine you're having an off day. You have a pimple. I know we always talk about pimples on here. Don't know how that happens, but it's a normal occurrence. And you maybe ate too much, so you're feeling a bit bloated. Now you want to quickly go to Tiger Valley or pop down to Canal Walk or go to the waterfront. You just want to, you don't want anyone really to see you. So you put on your sweatpants, put on a t-shirt, and you go outside. And now there are 40 billion photographers taking your photo. And you know what? Today I don't feel my best. Tomorrow I might feel my best and walk out and smile. But today is not the day. Imagine that feeling of knowing you can't go outside without people wanting to talk to you. I don't know what that must feel like. Imagine going to the grocery store or just trying to get some milk and coffee, and someone walks up to you and says, "Oh my goodness," or starts crying, "I love you so much, can we take a picture?" If I had to meet a celebrity, I mean, I only had one encounter, and I don't even think it was a celebrity. I don't know if you guys have had that. I mean, I've gone to concerts, but that's far away. You don't get too close. I'll never forget, I was in Tiger Valley, a shopping mall, and oh, it's so embarrassing. I don't think I should share this. No, I think we should just carry on. Okay, maybe I will share it. So I don't know if you know these two. I love them. They did a movie together, Patna Your Heart. They were on Seven Delaan together. I watched Seven Delaan for my Afrikaans. Definitely helps. So if you are struggling with Afrikaans, watch Seven Delaan. I know it's quite a hectic soapy, but yeah, it really helped with my Afrikaans. What am I saying? So these two stars, I'll give you their names just now. They were walking down towards me. Remember, they were also in a really cute movie that was made in Mauritius. Well, I don't know if it was made in Mauritius. For Altyd. I'm really into romance movies, so that was really cute. So the actor, the guy's name is Ivan Botha, and I think he's so cute, and I just love her. Donna Lee Roberts. So I don't know what they were doing in Durbanville. So there's hair everywhere. And I was in Tiger Valley, and they were walking towards me, and I kind of looked at them, and it was still quite a distance, but they were moving it. They were really missioning, walking fast. Maybe they were not so keen on people's, I don't know. I think they're quite famous, but anyway. So I think if I had to see Minky van der Westhuizen in Aswell, I don't know what I would do. Anyway, because you just follow this person on social media, and then when you see them in real life, you don't actually know what to do. You're like, I know them. But anyway, so I couldn't remember who these people were. I knew them, and I felt like I needed to say hello. And I said to myself, don't wave, like that's awkward, because do I know them? And then I almost waved, and I left it. And then I turned around, and I looked back, and I remembered going, oh my goodness, they're famous. So I'm glad I didn't embarrass myself and wave at them, because how awkward would that be? They don't know me. They'd probably go like... But anyway, yeah, I don't know what I would do if I saw like Beyonce walking down the street. Hey, the Queen, I don't know. But anyway, that was a super sidetrack. We haven't even gotten to the poem, but don't worry, we're getting there. So I've just got celebrities. So they are always in the public eye, and you get judged for what you wear, what you say, what you do. So I think it must be exhausting. I think it is a tough life. So to us, we see them and we go, they're successful. They've won Grammys, they've won awards, they make top albums, they earn a lot of money. So we must look up to them. But at the end of the day, they're actually just another person. And we just hype them all up. But a lot of the time, they can actually be a very good role model. And sometimes they're not, because we are all human. And again, I mean, I think most people want to be famous or a celebrity because of that wealth. And I know a lot of people say, oh yeah, but money doesn't make happiness. But if you look at that house, I mean, I think a lot of people could be happy in that house. It's just so big though. Imagine you're on this side of the house, and then your mom is here in the kitchen. Like, in my flat, I sometimes can't hear my husband in the kitchen. And I go, sorry, what? Now, can you imagine? Must have an intercom system. And you just push the intercom. Hello, is the butler here? I'm just joking. Oh, goodness, but it does look beautiful. But I still wouldn't want to be a celebrity. Okay, let's get to the poem. Glossy smiles, another place. Oozing wealth, different race. Obscene folk, slave to fame. Court the press, sell your name. Respect, not needed. Advice, not heeded. Forever now, you are branded. They want new, but not you. Take the cash, do not weep. Young new hero, here, next week. And that is so impactful that a celebrity, if you look at Katy Perry, her music evolves, her outfits evolve. Every time she does a show or a concert, there's so much production, and like her one theme was Candyland, and her whole stage and all her outfits were all to the theme of Candyland. That takes a lot of planning and effort and time. And then the next year, she brings out a new album, and it's jungle, it's champion, it's roar. You're gonna hear me roar. Oh, 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 oh. My niece loves that song. So she has to evolve, because if she comes out with another candy-themed song, I mean, we're going to go, it's old. We don't want that. We want something new, young, hip, fresh. So I just want to take you back a slide. Have a look here. Respect not needed. So we don't need to, no one's respecting them. They don't need to take advice from anyone. You are branded. So you're almost part of like a system, or because when you brand cattle, they belong to an owner, to a farm owner, and then he knows how many, oh, that's that cow, and they get tags. They even get tags on their ears. But then they say they want new, but not you. So a lot of the time, you find that celebrities or musicians or actors, if they don't reinvent themselves, if they don't want what the public, or if they're not what the public wants, they just disappear. Or if they can't handle it, like the Olsen twins. They did New York Minute. I loved them growing up. They did like a show, and then they just stopped doing TV, and they were more into other things like fashion, and they just didn't want the limelight and the TV exposure. But sometimes I think maintaining that you see, young new hero, to be everyone's hero, you have to develop. You have to keep yourself fresh. So it says, I love this part as well. Slave to fame. They are slaves. They are trapped. Just like the Kardashians, they make a lot of money off being themselves or creating drama. So imagine your family, the crew comes over, they want to film you, and let's say you had a little fight with your sister or whatever the day before, and let's say your sister took your clothing or your makeup. Now you must do it again. Now you must film it all again and have a fight with her. Or they actually create this whole plot. It's like a story. It must be exhausting. You've got to put on a show. What they mean here with different race, we'll look at it just now. It just means they're elitists. They're above us. We look up to them. They're role models. That's why they're a different race. Yeah, so you can see that this is not a positive. You don't want to be this, or I wouldn't want to be. Sell your name. You must sell yourself. You're a slave to fame. You must, sometimes people will tip off the paparazzi and say, I'm going to this restaurant, or this person's going to be at this restaurant, and they get a picture. And they sell that to a magazine. So it's all crazy. So let's look at it. So lines 1 to 4. It means that you have an unnecessary amount of money. So they have too much. They can get whatever they want. It implies that celebrities do not belong with ordinary people, so like us, ordinary. We're not famous. The image is that of excessive amount of money and glamour. However, the difference between celebrities and ordinary people is emphasized. So they want to show you there's a difference. They are higher than us. Lines 5 to 8. Slaves were not called by their names as they were seen as property. Celebs aren't seen as individuals, but rather as a persona or an icon. So remember I spoke to you how I don't know who Beyonce is, but I know who she puts out there, her persona. I might think I know her, but I don't know who she is. So they use the punctuation, well, it's just very short lines. Unlike the previous lines, these two lines convey commands, the exclamation marks. This relates to the duties that celebs have to follow. So they have to follow, they have to be slaves. Their publicists tell them, oh, you're going to be in a movie, it's Twilight, and you must pretend to date the main character because it creates more exposure for the movie. And then they must date for like 4 or 5 years because of this whole book series. To remain famous, to amp it up. The entire mood shifts from glamorized or this glamoured lifestyle to a depressing state of being. Imagine having to live up to that expectation of feeling like you belonged or feeling like you're always managed and you just don't have your own time. The mood is changed to a judgmental mood, so the poet doesn't actually like this whole system of being famous. Where the celebs are seen as having little or no self-respect because of the things that they will do to achieve fame, just so that they can please their audience. Lines 17 to 20, we're going to look at the mood is fatalistic by indicating that all those who enter showbiz will ultimately be replaced by someone younger. So the older you get, the less appealing you are. Tone, it's sarcastic, it's mocking, it's condescending. He is talking down. He feels like celebrities are not all what we amp them up to be. The theme, which is the message, fame is not as great as it seems. It is false, fake, and not realistic. Celebrities are replaceable, but we all are replaceable if I think about it. I'm talking about like the job that you have. If you are like a teacher, I'm replaceable. If I leave, no one's gonna, my kids will miss me for a day, and then the new teacher will take up her job. That's how life works. Wherever you are, you will be replaceable. It's sad, but it's true. And they are trapped and they are controlled by wealth. So the more you have, the more you want, or the more you earn, because they have those magazines where they have Forbes top 40 most paid actresses or actors, and so sometimes they just want to beat and get onto that list. Punctuation. Punctuation marks are used to make the meaning clear and to emphasize specific words. The use or absence of punctuation marks also conveys a specific meaning. Enjambment. So this is run on lines. So the whole poem flows quite nicely. It's just two words and then the next line. So it's not like a sentence. An enjambment is when a line simply continues into the next without a pause or the use of punctuation marks. So you can see it flows quite nicely. Then diction. So diction is the word choice. So he uses glossy. So it's this whole fake to me. Race, saying they're above us, they're elitist, they're completely a different type of species. They're not human. Respect, branded, and weep. So a lot of it's got a negative connotation. To be branded, I don't want to be branded. I don't want to be want to be owned by somebody. Don't tell me what to do. I'm quite stubborn like that. I really hope that you did enjoy this poem. It's very nice and short and simple, and it's to the point. And it shows us that although we idolize and we have celebrity pictures, or we look at them and we say, I want to be like them, or I want to be as successful as them, or I want to be famous, I want to influence people, but it comes with a great responsibility. And I don't think we understand what it feels like unless you've actually experienced that. And yeah, I know a lot of celebrities, some of them actually don't like the fame. They don't enjoy being, I wouldn't say harassed, but I think sometimes people tend to go a bit overboard. And you can see it with boy bands and Justin Bieber. I know when Justin Bieber and Selena broke up, their fans were so upset. He married someone else. I think her name's Hailey. I think Hailey Baldwin. And he got death threats, or she's got threats saying, you better leave him, and people don't know them, and fans are so invested in Selena Gomez and Justin's relationship, and they were so sad when it ended, but you don't know them, and for someone now to go and type a message to someone they don't know and to say he's just with you because he's trying to spite Selena, that makes no sense. So sometimes we must be careful what we say, or just because we have Instagram, just because we have Twitter or Facebook, to reach out to a celeb we don't know them. So just be careful what your words. So I really hope you enjoyed this lesson about the poem called Celebrity. There will be an activity for you to do afterwards, so you're more than welcome to just have a look at that and answer it for me. I'd really appreciate that. And then if you have a question, like I said before, please email us or let us know if everything is going well. And I really hope that you have a good day. We always do quote of the day, and the quote for today is, if it doesn't open, it's not your door. And that's quite an important one. I always tend to look on the bright side of things. Everything happens for a reason. And when you say that or speak that over your life, you really have a sense of calm, and this is what is meant to be, it will be. I hope you have a fantastic day further. Thanks for joining me and watching me. And this lesson was brought to you by WorksheetCloud. And I'm Mrs. Goslet, and I'm saying goodbye. I'll see you soon.